You look fantastic with earrings, or so Minecraft thinks. Hey, it's Shotgun Surgeon here again, and today we are going to continue our Matcha Flavored run, or playthrough. Not really a run. I'm not going through it as fast as I possibly can. Let's just go ahead and create it back up. It's gonna ask me this every time I join. So let's go ahead and give this a little wait. So my goal for this episode is to work on that dock I was talking about. So, of course, we gotta get the wood and all that required, but I want to go and dig out the area first, and of course make myself a little path. As you can see, it's kind of cramped here, so we're gonna go ahead and smooth this out a bit. Give it a little bit more, you know, I don't know, give it some more room, I guess. That way it's just a little bit easier to traverse. So unfortunately we're going to have to break some of these pretty little plants. And carve a little path with our copper shovel. Since, you know, it's kind of hard to get around that. Don't really have any other way to make a shovel besides iron right now. I don't really want to waste my iron on that, you know? Good. Just get rid of this, just for continuity's sake. So right here, I'm gonna try and put a little step with some slabs, since I have slabs. Now the question is, do I want to use slabs like wood, or do I want to go ahead and use the stone cutter to make some good old oak slabs, or stone slabs. Whoops. I think I'm going to use some stone slabs. So let's go ahead and get that done. There is a wandering trader outside. I'd go trade with him, but alas, don't really have any obols to give him. Give it a little moss. That's gonna be a nice touch, I think. Just checking on my plants. My pumpkins are growing decently. That's good. Gonna put some lights out back here just so that there's some visibility when it's later. Should be good. Put some on the trees for a temporary lighting solution. Well, I say temporary, but these trees are probably gonna stay. Put some wildflowers out, just for that little bit of character. I want to try what this golden dandelion is. I want to see what this is. I have some gold, well, gold nuggets I could probably use, so let's give that a little look-see. What's this do? I wonder. Is it like a plant? What does it do? Not anything I can see, but can I like plant it somewhere? What will it do? I guess I can. I have no clue what that does. I guess it makes gold. Let's hold up. Wait. I wonder. Can I shear it? No. Okay. So it's not as cool as I thought it would have been. But hey, it's a nice, cute little touch. We'll keep that. I like that. I want to go ahead and move some of this gear. Let's go ahead and put this string up there. Even though it's not a crafting material, I want to go ahead and put it up there. Pumpkin seeds, got plenty of those. I'm going to go put those in this chest with all the seeds and such. I figured out how to make dough, so that's cool. So you need short dry grass, it says. Sorry, I think it's tall dry grass. Right? No, it's the seeds. It's the seeds. Yeah, wheat grain. We need wheat grain to make it. So, go here, put the wheat grain here, and that makes flour. And then you combine the flour with water, which I can actually do, since I have water bottles. So we will do that in just a moment. So my water bottles are here. Go ahead and put the golden pants in here, since I don't necessarily need them just yet. That's not where that goes. I think I should probably put this in the valuables chest. I think I put it there. I hope. So now, what I want to do, let me go move this stuff into this chest real quick too. Oh, that's the right chest. So we got some flour. So now, what we want to do is we want to, darn it, Hellstone, get in there. Don't want to mess up my inventory too bad. So what we do is we're going to come over here to this side, and we are going to make a bottle of water. Now, I do believe all I've got to do is just combine. Yep, there we go. We have dough now. So dough, as far as I can tell, is used to make bread and some other things. But what I really want it for is the pumpkin empanadas. This requires sugar and estes ash, which, of course, I have. Got some estes ash right here, so we're going to go ahead and grab the sugar. Let me see here. Should be right there. I could also make pumpkin jam. So pumpkin jam is resistance for 3 minutes, but this is resistance for 8 minutes. So we're going to do pumpkin empanada. Yummy, yummy. And we're not going to use it yet, of course, but I want to go ahead and craft this up. Or we'll, yeah, craft it up into some tall dry grass. Go through here and grab some of the rest of the wheat here. Alright, cool. So now, go here and make some flour. Now, the other thing I want to make, pumpkin jam. I wonder if I require estes for that, which I do believe I don't, actually. I don't. Cool. So we do have to have some baked pumpkin. So we're going to go ahead and grab some of our pumpkin that we have that has grown. We're going to carefully go around, harvest this up. Pumpkin's weird. It grows very strangely. I don't actually know how it grows personally, but I have some. That's all that matters. So we're going to toss this on the campfire out here. Ow. And we're going to toss this in here. Now, I want to see what the grilled tomatoes can be used for. Bruschetta. Don't know how to make cheese, but I can figure that out, of course. Sun-dried tomatoes. Interesting. Alright. Alright, so we made a pumpkin jam. Now, the curious thing is, what can pumpkin jam be used with? I wonder. Let's check our preserve everything. Alright, so we do have this now, pickles and jam. I'm just looking through here just to see what else. I don't know how to get smithing upgrades, but I presume I can get them from fishing, which is, like I said, what we want to do on this episode. I got a little sidetracked, forgive me. So we are going to throw some of the dough in this chest up here. Including the water bottle and the bottle. Get the pumpkin jam. Yes. So now, what I want to do is I want to at least try and get a simple dock built. And some regular old oak trees should do it. Let's go ahead and trim this tree. There we go. Alright. And our shears broke, so now we can use regular shears. So, docks I always try to take a little too seriously, unfortunately. I end up building them way too big than bigger than I end up wanting them. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be so cool, and then I end up getting sidetracked or something. And I forget that I really just wanted it to be very simple. So I'm trying not to make that mistake in this episode, or just this time in general. So we're going to go ahead and make a nice little path. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just something that looks like it's been walked upon. And now we are going to just continue digging out this little area here. Now, where I want the dock is either going to be here or out in front. So let's take a quick gander up front first. See how much of a difficult time that would be to dig. Now, I could do this the easy way and dig up underneath my house and make a little outcropping out front. That is an option. But then again, I have no clue how deep down it will be. And how long it will take to dig that path. So we're gonna just quickly skirt our way over here. Hello, Scarlet. She was coming to say hello. Alright, so that is pretty much where a dock could go. So I want to go ahead and put a block of dirt down real quickly. Gotta be careful though. Now I do have this. This could be a cozy little cove. And if my house is in line with it, I won't be too happy. But it is somewhere I could use. So we're going to be kind of careful going through around here. Just want to light this up just a little. Just what? If you light it up, where is this guy? Oh, that's a lot of zombies. Oh! Oh, they're burning because I have the silver. Aha! 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 Ho ho ho! Anyway. I don't know if any of them dropped Estus Ash, but we'll see. Anyway, so that's that. lit this up nice and good. So now I need to go make some more torches. We'll figure that out. Now, if we're going to do it out here, I'm definitely going to need to worry about getting down here, of course. Which is a problem, but it's a problem I'm competent I can deal with. I mean, it's really just digging down in a straight line. I'm not sure if I really want to waste my pickaxe doing that, but we'll see. We'll see. Shouldn't be too far, and I didn't even bother checking the cords. Wow, after all that trouble. Darn. Okay, so, now, pay some extra attention here. F3 menu. I need to write this down, lest I forget. So we are at 135. Open up my little notepad here. Since I can't find my pen, I'm having to write this in my phone. So it's not specifically this block that I'm worried about, but, you know, kind of just the general idea. 135, 517, 63. The number in the middle is what I'm worried about most. 110, 300. All right, cool. So we got that. I'm probably going to combine my F3 menu with something else. Alright, so the question is, what part of the house do I want this in? I'm thinking probably in the bottom floor. The bottom floor seems like a good place to put it. So it's a good place as any, in my opinion. Which is this floor. Technically our subfloor. So got this nice cozy little spot right here, which almost is perfect. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna doop, doop. We're gonna fill this out with some cobble just so it doesn't look like crap. But now, the fun part. I'm going to need lots of ladders. But I could also just do a classic spiral staircase, which takes up more space, true, but it might be easier on me. Now, like I said, 63, that's the floor we're going for. So, first of all, I want to grab some sticks and turn this tall dry grass into short dry grass. Take our sticks here, shift click, and there we go. We have some torches. So now, I'm gonna throw these sticks back in here, just like that. Put the sugar in here because I don't need it. Sunflower with the sunflowers and the wheat grain up here. So now we should have plenty of blocks. So what I'm probably going to do is just the classic spiral staircase, which is just, you know, straight down or just in a circle. So we've already got 2 of these blocks out, so we're going to keep going down. So we're going to do a 3x3. So this center block here. We're going to use the center block as our spire block, so we're going to go ahead and give this a nice little sorry, I realized I forgot to turn my clock on, unfortunately. We're gonna make sure it's made of, you know, cotton. We don't want it to look crummy. But things like this take time, so we want to at least make sure it looks nice. Let's make sure I did that right, and I did. Awesome. Oh, I am. How lucky. Just 2 blocks. That's okay. You don't need a lot. This cave down here. That's cool. We'll leave that. Just light it up a bunch. Don't want anything nasty spawning in. So now, I'm just gonna keep digging down. Oh, would you look at that coal? Go ahead and grab that. Periodically checking our little number here. So now we're at 72. More coal. Always a welcome sight. Go ahead and grab this up. We are at 63. Okay, so now we are at 100. We were facing the 110 direction, so we are at 150. So I think we're gonna want to go back a block. Shall. keep this menu open. That way I can at least see where I'm going. I want to go back up real quick because I want to check on that little cove area. I want to see where that block was because I want to see where it like comes out because I want to see about fixing that up. Also, I'll grab this coal. Coal. Need more coal. Can't have enough coal. Indeed. So, I'll go ahead and get rid of the Alt menu, or the F3 menu. Hello, why can't I get up? Okay. Anyway, definitely gonna need to slab that up for sure. And so I shall. And my kitty cat. Hello, Scarlet. Yes. Ooh, maybe not slabs. How about stairs? Let's try stairs. Don't want to waste them. Alright, we got a full stat. That should be plenty. Right, so, now for the fun part. Finding out where that little cove was. I want to make my dock in there, I think. Just because it looks cool. No other real reason. Alright, so should be right around. Go ahead and carefully just light this up through here. Do a little boat path, I think. Oh, would you look at that? And we've got some dirt. Now this one is at 62. This is at 62.86. So this is about right where I want to come out. Basically. This goes into that bigger cave that I found. Oof, I don't know. I don't remember when I found that one. Now, I don't know about like just having it just right here, obviously. I want to make sure that it's at least almost in the open water. Do this, and mine this out a little. Way it's a bit taller than, you know, just a whole block. Alright, perfect. Go ahead and get some of this off too, and just trim it a little. That way, if I want, I can use my boat, and I can kind of come out here. Yeah, just like that. Alright, cool. So what would be easier, I think, is finding a direct route to my staircase, which I do believe is a little bit further back. So we're going to go ahead and put these coordinates in instead. So this is 144, 700, 63, So we are on the right block, but we're up a block. If you notice, we are not down here. So more likely we'll be on 62. This is not gonna be our little fishing hole, but it's gonna be our way out to our fishing hole. $87, 603, 306. Whoops, don't want to mess that up too much. Oh, that doesn't line up. Well, darn. Okay, so now, if I recall, this should open up right up into, ow, felt that one. This one should open up right into our base, or at least the area our base is in. Yeah, close enough. It's actually right here, where that is. This little hole here, where the wandering trader is hanging out. Hey, buddy. Put this tree down for you. Didn't need to trim this one anyway. So we're gonna go back down our staircase again. Which again, I need to do the whole thing out of cobble. Like I said I would. I do want to add some stairs, though. I do know that. So let's go ahead and get some stairs on the agenda. There we go. Alright, so this should be how we want to get there. And would you look at that? Here we are. Cool. Awesome. And we're getting a decent amount of stone from this too, so that works for me. we don't need our F3 menu anymore, so there's that. Alright, cool. So now, I just gotta come through here, my mattock and my pickaxe, and then just dig out the roof a little bit. I think so it's at least, you know, not me bumping my head on the ceiling every time I walk. And I think this is some quartz. Awesome. So we're gonna quickly run back through here, go up my little staircase.
Huh?
Ah, that's a little unfortunate.
Huh?
Well, we can push back. Just like that. And just like that, we have some form of path to an area that could be a dock. Now, we're not done. Not by a long stretch. I want to go ahead and smelt this, mine it up, because I gotta make a tool to mine it, unfortunately. Oh, the woes. The woes of such things. Unfortunate. Go ahead and make ourselves an iron pick at least. Just for when we have blocks like this that we need to mine up. You know, that doesn't have silk touch on it. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get this quartz. And these two things of iron. Lovely. So now for the fun part. All this coal. as you can see, this is going to take a bit of time, but not too much. I've actually kind of streamlined it now that I'm doing this. Kind of messy, but it works. I don't mind it. Okay. So now we have 64.5 and some change of coal. More than enough. So we're gonna go downstairs again. And we are going to run. Probably could make a rail system. That could work. I'd like that. And we are going to, instead of making a boat path out, we're gonna dig our own little path. Now you can say that this might be more time consuming, but quite frankly, I don't care. I think it will be fun. You know what? How I enjoy it is what matters most. You can't change my mind. That fucking guy. Alright, so now we have a little path to our dock. Awesome. Definitely gonna carve out the roof a bit, so... So again, I'm not bumping my head on it. Now, this isn't going to be any sort of amazing big dock or anything. It's just going to be a little fishing area. I would normally go so far as to put supports, but... bro, I can't see the bottom. I can, but... Good lord. That's going to be a lot of logs. I could just probably use cobble, honestly. Probably be easier. So... gonna do this. Do. And now, put a little barrel up here. I should probably make it a little wider, obviously. So we're gonna go ahead and not do that. This is gonna look so ugly. But you know what? I don't care. And it's gonna be kind of ragged in places I cannot be bothered to fix that. That was a funny sound. Put a crafting table out here. You never know. And torch it up. Do-do. This is not gonna look amazing, but you know what? That's fine. I just want something that works. I want it to serve a purpose, and that purpose is to be a place where I can put my boats, and be a place where I can have a safe sleep. So, now I need to go back upstairs. First I need to eat something. Now, what I want to grab is probably just going to be some slabs, yeah. I don't have a whole lot of wood, and that's alright. Because I really wanted to do the classic little half tent thing, but I have to wait. What did I want to make? Ah, yes. A fishing rod. Now, I don't know about 3 episodes this time, but I'll probably make another one later on today. Or tonight, rather. Just to make sure they haven't changed the recipe, which they haven't. That's good. But I know I need to secure some animals for sure. What does a lead require? Not bad, not bad. I don't need jelly. I don't need slime for it. Awesome. I'll put that in with the string. That would make sense. Let's go ahead and smelt this up. Because now I want some animals. Namely, sheep. And if I recall, there were some right over here, but I could be wrong. We'll find out. Not seeing any. I see a horse, but horses aren't sheep. But let's see what's up here. Are there any other animals? Or am I just limited to plants for now? I see some cows. That might be good. Come on, cows. Just want cows. Don't know about cramming a bunch of them in. We'll definitely try not to let that happen. Sorry, I'm breathing directly on my microphone. Don't want to do that. Probably gonna be too small for some cows, but hey. I can always make it bigger. Sorry. That was way too small for them. I'll have to fix that sooner or later. Now, I don't know how cows really work in this. I don't know how I breed them. Oops. That's not really what I wanted. Let's check. 56 minutes of runtime so far. This hasn't been a very productive video. Well, no, I say that like I haven't done a whole lot of mining to make space for stuff. So I want to check their food recipes here. Alright, I'll have to figure this out some other time, but glad I got my boat dock done. And next episode, I want to try and go mining. I also have access to another portal now, which is huge. I can use that. Don't know where I'm going to put it, but I have all that space underground now, so I probably will put it down there somewhere. Do want to go and chop this tree down. We'll replant, of course, if I can. Which I should be able to. So we're gonna do one of these. Don't need all the logs, but we're gonna use them because I don't like leaving trees floating. Obviously. Whoever leaves trees floating is a sick individual, and they should not be allowed to be around other people. That's why I trim my trees. I don't like them getting too big and then having to worry about going in and chopping down all the trees next to it. Like, see? See? I'm worried because this tree is all up in the way. But thankfully, it's not a problem. But there is this, which I want to fix. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. Now we don't have a tree in the way. Awesome. Very good. Alright, well I think I'm going to end the video there. I will upload this, and while it's uploading I'll figure out some stuff to do. Anyway, it's been nice hanging out with you, and now I'm going to sign off.